Today we're here at the Waffle House. It's a house full of waffles.
I am absolutely thrilled to try Waffle House today.
Never been, and I'm excited to see what today's going to Apple.
I want some waffles in my stomach, some bacon, I need some cheese, and egg yolk as well.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do this for a while because Waffle House is iconic. It seems like ever since I saw that really gay movie that came out a few years ago about a gay guy falling in love in high school, I've been wanting to go.
Oh yeah, that movie was literally just about a gay guy who liked iced coffee, right? And then he went to the Waffle House, and then he also was like, I'm coming out, and then they tried to make it a moment. That was so cute. Love semen.
Before going to Waffle House, I thought it was a good idea to listen to some Waffle House music.
The Waffle House.
Waffle House has their own record label. It's called Waffle Records.
Better day, we don't just like to say thank you. Oh, thank you.
Thank you!
Jacob was saying it's just so funny that someone at Waffle House, secretly their ambition was to be in music, so they used the success of Waffle House to be like, well, let's make a record label and an album and stuff, you know? Good food fast at the Waffle House. That's right.
When we were walking into Waffle House, I was like, wow.
I actually was surprised by the setup of the place. You told me that there was like a kitchen in the middle type of vibe, but something about it just really, it all really worked.
It felt like I was at a diner from the 50s.
Has it been around since the 50s? Like, have they just not changed the style since then? Right, 1955. I feel like a lot of restaurants nowadays think, okay, every 5 years we have to modernize everything, but just keep it in the same aesthetic, and then eventually it becomes like retro and cool.
Just from looking around, Waffle House is a great place if you're always scared of people spitting in your food, because you get to see the cooks cooking everything up. For example, if someone is gonna ejaculate into the eggs, you would probably see them go in the bathroom for 5 minutes and then come back out with like a little to-go cup of semen. So like that most likely wouldn't happen at the Waffle House.
I know that.
So pop my chest for that.
I know, because you know all these other people who put the kitchens behind a wall, everyone's whacking into everything. That's just, why else would they have the wall up when you actually get down to it?
Yeah, the wall is so you don't see people jacking off. When we first walked in, we just were actually standing in the front of the place for a little bit. We just were reenact it. You'll be us and then I'll be the manager of the place. Sit wherever you want, boys.
Okay.
And then we got the bus seat. It was a booth where you could overlook the Kansas highway. It just felt like I just got done working my lot lizard work shift, and this is what I went after.
The aesthetic was on point.
Waffle House is open 24/7. It's one of like the few chain restaurants that still is open 24/7. It seems like during COVID, a lot of them stopped doing that.
That is awesome, because yeah, even Walmart's now like, we aren't 24/7, and it's like, I never want to go at 4 a.m., but it's just annoying knowing that I can't.
Yeah, we need to dive into the fight situation a little bit.
From my perspective, I didn't know anything about Waffle House before this video. Yeah, it just wasn't on my radar. You were educating me on it, and there's the whole fight thing, so let us know.
Somehow I just knew it was in like in the zeitgeist that Waffle House is a fighting place. Like Golden Corral's the place where fights happen. Waffle House is also in that category. I watched some videos on it and stuff, and it seems like it comes to the conclusion that fights happen because it's open 24/7, and also sometimes teens go there at night and like get drunk and then start fights. I don't really know if that's like for sure what happens, but a couple of videos were kind of like alluding to that.
And our little brother Ethan even knew about the fights. It used to be Chuck E. Cheese was the fight place. Maybe this is the new beatdown place. I mean, that is cool how there's always one public place you can go to if you want to beat someone's ass, you know?
I kind of did want to go to Waffle House at night, but that's why we went at lunchtime, because like I don't really want to get involved in a fight. I'm not really a fight person. I'm more of a love person. Since there's so many fights at Waffle House, I noticed that there was like 4 surveillance cameras. Honestly, I'm not sure if most places have that, but I did just notice like there's so many security cameras. So maybe they did install those because it gets dangerous sometimes at the Waffle House. Waffle House gets an A+ for having clean menus. I was expecting this menu to be honestly dirty. Like I would touch it and there'd be like Gorilla Glue on it, and I wouldn't know if that Gorilla Glue is ketchup or semen, but no, these menus were, first of all, you could bring a pair of scissors to them and they wouldn't rip. And also they were just clean. Like, High five for that, Waffle House.
They were not sticky, icky, wicky at all.
Sticky, icky, wicky. I got no keys in this doohickey. If you want na-na-na-na-na-na.
Something they say something about kidneys too.
Yeah.
Oh, I know that song. I don't know.
I don't know who sings it, but there was like the lunch dinner menu and the breakfast menu. I'm glad that they have breakfast all day because I'm one of those people that likes eating breakfast all day and like I want breakfast food, so I was glad that was happening. Honestly, I already was aware of this, but the food was just typical American food.
Diner core.
Alright, how are you guys doing?
I gotta say that this waiter that we had was very friendly, and I noticed throughout this whole restaurant we were in. Now, this is my only time going to Waffle House, so I can't really speak for the whole entire chain, but this specific Waffle House had very friendly vibes. It kind of did feel like everyone there knew each other.
Oh, we saw a guy sit down at the bar, and one of the managers came over and said, "Hey, Gerald, like you haven't been here in a while. How you been?" Did you notice that he didn't reply though?
Oh, he didn't?
I mean, unless he talked so quietly, he was right next to us. I'm pretty sure he just didn't reply. Maybe he just gave her a nod.
I ordered this like sausage egg hash brown bowl. After I ordered that, I said, can I have it peppered? I was on the Wikipedia page and they're one of these restaurants where they have little add-ons that have names and like if you say that you want to add them, like it kind of add on, it kind of feels like you're like part of the Waffle House community.
No, I just realized I love when restaurants have little inside jokes like that, where you feel like you're in the know when you say it. I got a bacon, egg, cheese melt thing. I had my hash browns smothered.
And then, this wasn't my idea, but Lucas was like, start a timer, because one of the things about Waffle House is the food is supposed to be so quick. So I started a timer because, good idea. I was like, yeah, let's see how quick this is. Is it really quick?
Thought about it'd be so funny if the waiter saw us start a timer. Once we ordered, we clicked a button and started a timer. He'd be like, oh my God, like, why do you need to know the exact time this is gonna take? Like, it adds so much stress to the situation that isn't needed, which I love.
Now,
We also got a waffle.
oh, okay, so both of us ordered, and then he was like, okay, I'm gonna go now, boys. Be safe over here. And then he winked at us.
Hold
But,
up,
no,
sir.
No, he didn't wink at us. Yeah, hold up, because we had to get a waffle with chocolate chips. We went to Waffle House and didn't get waffles. Okay.
That would just be silly.
Bend over, let me spank you.
That would be a literal clown behavior.
Yeah.
Well, that would literally be Ronald McDonald on all floors with a belt around his neck. Oh my God, I meant to say a collar. Without your guys' consent, I just put that image in your head. I bet you no one has thought of Ronald McDonald on all fours with a leash around his neck. Getting spanked, you know? I got a Diet Coke to sip on.
And I got water. And I will give you guys a Waffle House water review. It tasted like clean water. You gotta give it to Waffle House. The food came in less than 5 minutes. That's actually bean boozling to me.
No, you could order your food, click on A&W by Lana Del Rey, and you wouldn't even be to the wrap part by the time the food came.
Yeah,
and it's
and, like-
fresh. Like, you see them cooking it. It's not like it's just in a little heater thing and they grab it out and put it on a plate. Like, they're cooking it up in the back.
I loved how you can see them cooking it because it just made me feel like, oh, I'm at home. Like,
I know.
it's like, it's clean, I think.
And everyone loves the smell of bacon and eggs cooking. So, like, that being the scent of Waffle House, it's always in the air.
The waiter that we had was kind of jokey too. Like he just had a jokester vibe. Like he handed Lucas his plate and then he said, wait, what'd you order? Like something. He was a comedian. This is my egg bowl and I just Googled it and it said that Waffle House uses farm fresh eggs. Because I remember looking into the kitchen and seeing them crack an egg, but I didn't know if I made that up. But it turns out they use real eggs.
And that is surprising.
Well, they didn't say they were chicken eggs.
Oh my God, I didn't even think of that. Could be raccoon eggs.
They could be breaking into those buildings where they do IVF and stealing all those eggs and frying them. Yeah. Just a thought.
Alleged. This is my little meal. I gotta admit, this footage makes it look very basic, but it was good. But like, I have to admit, it is a little bit like something you can make at home, but that's the whole beauty of the place. It's like cheap and stuff and you can make it at home, but like they do it so fast, you want to go for the ambiance, you know?
I wasn't expecting anything fancy. Like I was expecting this type of
Yeah.
food. Here's the chocolate chip waffle, and can we kind of just do a little funny thing? The chocolate chips weren't even in the waffle. They were on top.
But they did melt. Once we got the butter smothered on there and stuff, they melted and like just seeped into the waffle.
Don't miss any spots.
I was so worried while Jacob was buttering it because you gave off the energy where you only wanted to add a little bit, but I was like, no, we gotta use the whole thing, please. Oh, this is the most iconic part.
kinda.
Yeah.
I love how they didn't give you a little packet of salt. They were like, get the whole big
I
thing of
know.
salt.
They were like, you can add as much as you want. They weren't being stingy at all.
I got such a big bite of that waffle that if you put it on the San Andreas spout, it would crack open and cause an earthquake.
Literally.
Yeah, that bite was so good.
My bite was so big that it would give your aunt, who has like such a big mouth, a run for her money.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'd be the new big mouth, you know?
So good. I'm not kidding. I never really been like a chocolate chip on pancakes or waffle person, but I get it now.
I don't know if Waffle House put something in the ale, but this was just a normal day for me at 12 o'clock. But I was telling Lucas when we were there, why does it feel like it's a hungover day? And it was just a normal day, but maybe Waffle House puts like tequila in the ale or something.
Yeah, because it gives you the vibe, not of being sick, but being so hungover that you need to eat everything in sight immediately. That's like the vibe we got into.
And then I cut it perfectly in half on that little line because this was like we were two countries that were fighting each other. Like I was just in this mindset where it's like, my stuff is my stuff and your stuff is your stuff.
Yeah, and if you even go one little fork over,
I'm getting the Almy on your ass.
literally.
While we were munching on the waffle, they gave the Chuck.
Americana vibes. So
Yeah.
it was like written with pencil, you know?
Oh yeah, I wasn't expecting that. Like,
Yeah.
no automated, nothing.
No printer, just from a literal notebook.
Ooh, it looks like you two boys munched that up. We are glad that we can serve you here at the Waffle House. Smile for the camera, kiddos.
You gotta add ketchup to the onion hash browns, of course. And to be honest, I didn't really notice the onions in the hash browns, but I feel like since they were there, they added something, I'm guessing. But do hash browns a lot of times have onions?
I don't think so, but adding onions to things, especially sauteed onions, it adds so much flavor. It will make you flabbergasted.
The bacon melt, the Texas bacon melt actually is what it was called, was so good as well. It really was what I needed. I love grilled cheese. It was just grilled cheese with egg and bacon. Perfect.
I put some ketchup on mine and mixed it all up. It was delicious. Adding the peppers, the jalapenos onto it was so good. It just tasted like a Jimmy Dean bowl, but elevated. I would definitely give it a slam dunk because it's like fairly cheap. So, yeah.
Stomach. You watching the food and get a little hungry.
I know, I had like a little stomach rumble.
I finished my plate real good, and then once I was done, Jacob announced that it took exactly 6 minutes for me to eat. But looking back, 6 minutes, like to me that seems like kind of a long time to eat that meal, you know what I mean? I must have been kind of dilly-dallying.
Yeah, because you would kind of think that if you really were into it, it would take like 3 minutes.
Yeah, like let's be honest, that sandwich is 4 bites. But like I took my time with it, you know, I was kind of living in the moment, like Eckhart Tolle says to do.
I forgot to mention this earlier, but I was actually going to order the waffle burger, which isn't on the menu. But I didn't because the waiter that we had was just so sweet. I didn't want to just make his day bad
You didn't-
or annoy him.
If you guys aren't aware, annoying people on TikTok started a trend of a new item from Waffle House that isn't even actually a new item, and the waiters get really mad if you order it.
I wasn't really aware of this, but now after reading all these articles, like make something up and then you show it on TikTok and say like order this, I can very well understand how the employees at these restaurants or fast food places can be annoyed because it's like, bitch.
It's like, how do we price this now? Because we can't just make up a price out of thin air.
And then how do we make it because I never got trained to make it.
I mean, honestly, you could just order 2 waffles and then order a burger and make it yourself at the table if you really want it, you know?
Yeah.
Guess I can't even enjoy it now. I did it.
My meal took 10 minutes to eat.
I beat you.
You're more likely to become a competitive food eater.
It's probably true.
Nah. I actually don't know if that is true. Part of me thinks that I would be more likely.
Oh, really? Okay.
When I was done munching, there was a layer of oil at the bottom.
I know. They did not skimp on the oil.
Cause I'm just gonna assume that they cook everything in bacon grease, right?
Probably that's how it tastes so good.
We were done munching, like literally there was no scraps left.
Not one.
So I got the Chuck, you pay at this little cash register.
That's what they do in Australia.
You don't pay at the table.
Yeah, you never pay at the table. I found, which actually is so much better. Like, it's always the knowing part of every single time you go out to eat is when you're waiting for the waiter to get the check, and then they bring it back to this room. They bring it back. It's like, give me the check and I'll pay it at register. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is really unneeded.
While I was checking out, Lucas looked at the jukebox. Pause for a second, though. I thought they were gonna be playing Waffle House music from Waffle House records on this jukebox, but they were actually just playing today's hits inside this
It was like
Waffle House.
Ed Sheeran. But I did want to see like what type of catalog they had in there, so I searched WAP, and they don't have it. It's kind of surprising. Like, I thought they'd at least have like a family version of WAP or something.
So Lucas didn't understand why I was excited in that clip, but I was super excited because it was a singular bathroom. I love singular bathrooms because you can just fully be yourself.
There is one con. If you're going to the bathroom and taking too long, people start banging on the door. You know what I mean?
They can wait, though.
That's true, but then sometimes you do feel pressure. But yeah, you should just hold your ground, though.
From the second we stepped into Waffle House to the second I walked out of Waffle House, it came out to 51 minutes, 42 seconds, and 34 milliseconds. That's how long we were inside this Waffle House for.
Just in case one of you guys wanted to know the whole timeline, now you know.
Waffle House, I'm a fan, and I know I've only been once, but I like you more than Dunnies. IHOP. Honestly, you slap, so thank you for that experience.
Yeah, I loved Waffle House. We don't live anywhere near one, so unfortunately, I won't be back. One day when I'm on a road trip, I know I'll be back in those doors.
But oh, I'm gonna be waffling it up today. You know what the slang? Yeah,